Hey everyone. So I actually came up here to talk about something with myself, but I can't do that because right now the situation with Ye is more important. Okay, it's way more important. I want to say I definitely commend you to be able to tell your truth. Like, you just don't understand how amazing you are for doing that. And I love you for that. The thing about it is, like, I decided to look at a couple of the little tweets. I saw robots, but there were some people that really was talking. And it just shows how disconnected this world is, because for a person to get on the internet, the World Wide Web, that cannot delete this information, and for him to be at his level of success to provide this information and to put himself out here like that, and to see that people, you have some people that like understand, and then you have the ones that feel like, oh, you're trolling type attitude, or, you know, why you playing around and this and that, and why will you tell people? And it's sad to see that y'all like that, because it showed that you're in pain too. That's it. See, when y'all respond to these messages, you telling yourselves, again, there's some robots, but you telling yourselves, you are letting the world know that you're hurt, because only hurt people will hurt people. You telling me someone is finally standing up and telling their truth, not just to one person, to the world. And I understand you're like, but tell a therapist. Guess what? My spirit is within every single one of you in the world. So he's telling a therapist. It's not so much that, oh, we gotta tell our whole business, but this is crazy. We can talk about dumb stuff, about fighting. We can talk about killing. We can talk about changing our bodies, same-sex marriages, and same-sex this, same-sex that. We can be naked up here on the webs, on this internet. We can say some ridiculous stuff. Y'all do some dumbass like skits and memes. And then when somebody has a traumatic situation and telling y'all, now you have an issue. So this is how it goes, man. This is how it goes. Let me be mindful, because I told you, when you mess with family, my brain goes a little bit different. It like it goes a little bit different. Sorry, I ain't sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's how my brain thinks on the inside. It's like, you want to play? Let's play. That's how my brain operates. Okay, because I got that authority now. I have that authority now. But I'm trying my best to be calm, because y'all hurt. Alright? I'm gonna chuck it to y'all just hurt, and y'all just ignorant. And I know I said it wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. Y'all misinformed, y'all on the spectrum, you know. And you have to be. And I'm not, and when I say this, and I know y'all probably like, well, are you talking about special people with disabilities? No, there's a different type of disability. There's my amazing, wonderful beings, or people, or kids and adults that are special in my eyes, just like the rest of these people in the world. And then you got the dumbass specials. That's those people I'm talking about, the dumbass specials, the ones that just choose to be dumb. Because we have a world that's hurting. You're hurting somewhere in your life, and you wish you could be vulnerable enough to let someone know. But since you're scared to tell somebody what's really bothering you, you projecting that energy on someone else. So let me get back on track, because I can't allow dumbasses to screw up my blessings that's in front of me. So again, yay, I thank you for being honest. I thank you for allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And I'm going to state this, because we got to state the facts, and we got to state what's going on. When people see the truth of who you truly are, which I know a lot of them already know, I know in their heads they probably like, well, technically he knew what he was doing. Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. No different than me. I have a spirit and I have a reality. Okay? I have a spirit and I have a reality. Now, those are two separate things. Two separate things. No different than with me. My spirit was doing a lot of things when I was younger, and my reality was doing the opposite. Some things I didn't know what I was doing, and some things I allow myself to do because guess what? If nobody else is home, what else can I do? Roam. So some things I did fall in line with those decisions. Did I want to? No. But it was nobody else was watching me. Nobody else was paying attention to me. So if my mother is gone, my brother is gone, and I'm by myself, what you do? You occupy your time. And then those spirits come in and they start screwing with those thoughts. And before you know, the thoughts become an action. No different than drinking, no different than on drugs, no different than when you out here having 100 men or women within, like having sex. When you don't feel love from anyone else, you find love somewhere else. And you get caught up into that system. You get caught up into that life. And because you can't find love anywhere else, you start falling in love with what you're doing, even though you don't want to do it. But it's the only thing, or the only person, or the only situation that make you feel like someone is paying me some attention. How many of y'all start drinking at a young age? How many of y'all start smoking cigarettes at a young age? We got enough of cancer people out here for that. How many of y'all start on drugs at a young age? How many of y'all start having sex at a young age? Because you wasn't feeling love somewhere else. You wasn't getting that energy somewhere else. And even some of y'all might have a family that paid attention to you, but they didn't pay attention to you. You had some ways and some thoughts and some things, and you try to talk to them, and yeah, they may give you attention, but they didn't listen to you. So when people in this situation come out and they tell how they truly feel and what has happened to them, why are we holding that over their heads? Why are we putting them down for it? Maybe when it comes to the men, maybe these men won't feel like they need to take anger out on other people, yell, scream, and curse people out, because now they're getting it off their chest that this is what's really going on with them. Maybe females will stop acting out and acting a complete fool because they can finally say that this what's been going on with them. It's more common than y'all realize. I don't know why y'all sitting back and acting like you don't know. Being molested, rape, or sexual desires is very huge in the world. That's how it became so successful, because it was a huge thing. Instead of what happens in the house, it stays in the house. It's finally overflowing out of the house. So I don't want you, and I'm gonna say this, when it comes to not just you or anyone, I'm not here to judge you, because I understand. I understand more than you understand. Like, I understand you. I understand y'all. I understand the issue. I understand the thoughts. I understand the temptations. I understand the moments of questioning what the heck is going on. I understand the different emotions you go through when you trying to fight these feelings and stuff. And I understand when you trying to be in a, you know, in the opposite sex relationship, meaning like heterosexual relationship, and then your brain go different directions because you're like thinking about different things. I understand, and it's a battle. It's a battle because you know, I don't need to do these things. I shouldn't have to go this direction. I totally understand. That's why, like, when y'all talk about the Bible and all of that, that's why I be like, man, y'all need to get the hell on with all of that, because if people really care, they will understand. I'm not sitting here saying we got to televise, go out here and be these ways, but we need to understand why everyone is becoming these ways. Why are we doing it? It's like literally out in the open now. We can't hide it in the closet anymore. We can't hide it in the house anymore. It's literally on our front porch. So what are we going to do about it? Keep lying to ourselves and say, oh, there ain't no trash on the porch. There ain't no trash in the house. There ain't no trash in the closet. We are hoarders. We're hoarders. We hoarding traumatic situations and wondering why we out here don't know what emotion to use. Because we're hoarders. Because every traumatic thing, everything that has happened to us, we're holding it in because you don't want somebody to know, because you don't want somebody to use it against you. You don't want to lose those friends, because if they knew about the situation, they're going to look at you different. They're going to be like, Dad, I knew they was trying to talk to me. I knew they was trying to look at me. I knew it. It ain't even like that. And sometimes, who knows, it could be something like that, but they don't, not all the time, want to do it. And maybe, who knows, what if a person do want to do something? At the end of the day, we have to be honest with ourselves. If we're not honest with ourselves, we're going to always live a lie and wonder why we can't feel nothing. Am I sitting out here saying being a lesbian or being, like two women and two men supposed to be together? I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that you can't. We in a new times and a new day and era. We ain't back in the caveman age. It's gonna be a lot of different new things out here in the world. The question is, how we gonna handle it? How can we get ourselves to educate ourselves the right way instead of lying? Because right now, because we're lying to ourselves, not being vulnerable enough to say, hey, you know what? This is my pain. This is what I go through. These are the thoughts I have. These are the situations I have. Then you don't go out here being numb, and then your kids growing up wondering what the heck going on, but you can't tell them. You getting mad at them because now they feeling that way willingly because nothing happened to them, and then you're mad at them that they going out here being open about it and you can't. That's the other side of the coin. How many of your kids out here like that, and you mad at them, telling them that you disown them and this and that, but deep down, guess what? What they are is the same secret you hiding. Not everyone had a perfect life, y'all. Everyone didn't have a perfect life. A lot of people have been through a lot of stuff. A lot. And there's way more bad things in the world than what you've been hearing so far. It's way worse things out here. And if y'all can't handle this, I don't know what you're going to do when I tell you the rest. Oh, and I'm going to tell you, you ain't got no choice. I'm going to put it out there. You can listen or you can shut your ears all day long. At the end of the day, I'ma state everything that's going on, because we need to heal. And for the ones that's out here, I'ma tell y'all this. I'ma tell you this right now. When I say I ain't playing, I ain't playing. If I see y'all down talking these people or joking on the people, like, I understand, we can joke, we can laugh, we can debate, but if you're not showing any type of compassion to the situation, and you're saying why they doing this, why they doing that, remember the whys in your life. And when you were looking for a question, I hope your spirit can answer it. On that note, have a blessed day.